Well, let me tell you something, brother. Welcome to the Real Weird Sickos podcast live from Weirdsville, Sicko Town, USA. My name is Charles Kahn. I am the Masked Bastard. With me, as always, is my lovely co-host, Jenna.
Hi.
Good old Doe Jens.
It's raining.
Everybody loves Joe Jens.
I'm gonna flood.
You're flooding? Do I need to call Noah? Have you got an ark?
Yeah.
Get me two of every animal, but it's going to be two of every male animal. There's parts of the Bible I like and parts that I don't. I'll be that guy from The Simpsons. Speaking of The Simpsons, we've got an extra special guest, not from The Simpsons at all. Special guest, hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Is this thing on?
Is this thing on?
Who is he, Charles?
He's Dantavius.
No, say my name right, bro. Come on.
Dantavius.
There we go.
There you
See?
go.
I
there
got
you
it perfectly,
go,
perfectly fine. Didn't say Dantavirus. Didn't say Dantavarius. Didn't say Dantavius. I said it perfect.
One of my favorite YouTubers and favorite Twitter accounts too, mind you.
What are you
thank
posting
you.
memes on Twitter all
No,
day?
man, I'm just...
You one of those meme guys? Oh, God, I hate meme guys.
No,
it's very
he's not.
stream of consciousness, whatever the fuck that means.
Yes.
I know exactly what that means. Every weird thought you have, you throw them out.
Yes, exactly. Dude, but your Twitter is insane, man. What's your secret? Share with me, please.
funny.
Being funny, knowing
that
what's
it?
funny, organization, scheduling, having content rotations. What else is there?
He grinds on it though. I will say he's very dedicated to the craft.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
if you don't post Garfield every Monday, how will people know it's Monday?
That's true.
See, it sucks because he'll start because he's Eastern Standard Time. I'm Pacific.
You're specific.
So it'll be like 9 p.m. for me. It'll be 9 p.m. on Sunday, and I'm getting Garfield memes already, and I'm just like, this is fucking bullshit.
It's
It's not Monday for
12:01
me yet.
p.m. for me. Garfield's Day.
Fucking bullshit.
It's fucking bullshit.
damn,
Send me
dude.
fucking Garfield memes on a Sunday night. This isn't right.
Exactly. It's me.
I'm specific.
Literally me.
Hello, it's me, Jenna. Welcome to our podcast, Dantavius.
Hello.
Let me tell you all about going to Scientology Center.
You went to Scientology Center?
He knows I don't talk like that. I did.
You were
I
a
went to the
Scientologist?
Center.
A former Scientologist?
I'm not, but we went. No. But we went to the Celebrity Center. Like,
Oh,
They
wait,
learned all
are you
about-
allowed?
like,
Is anybody
like
allowed
a
to go
month
there?
ago? They have a thing now where it's like they'll be like, it's open,
Oh.
like come and see what we're about,
but
and it's
it's-
really scary. And I do not recommend. So the next time you're here for VidCon, like don't go.
Jenna
Don't do it.
detailed it on
Don't
our
do it.
last podcast for the listeners out there.
We almost
Oh,
died.
shit.
I don't think you almost died. I think it was perfectly
so,
fine.
You know,
Tom Cruise came out and
We're gonna
did kick
die.
Mudahar in the
I
face.
will tell you. Let me tell you. Well, he put his actual first name on the visitor card
Oh,
that they
no.
have you fill out.
So they swarmed his
And I
ass?
told him that was a bad idea. No, I can guarantee you they were like Googling.
They're like,
just to
holy
make sure, like,
shit,
the
man, you're
information
taller
was
than you
right.
look.
And it was like, fuck, man. And then it's like, I'll tell you something that was really, really funny because of fucking like Google and everything listening to you, like your phone
yeah.
listening to
Oh,
you.
yeah.
Like for like a whole week after that, even longer, all I was getting on Twitter was Scientology
Oh
ads.
God.
God damn. Bro, I remember...
I'm not even kidding
I remember
you.
when I was into Scientology back in the day. Yeah, I don't
You were a
Really?
Dianetics
Wait,
guy?
really?
Yeah, I can't really get into it, but yeah, I was fucked. I was young, you know how it is.
There's
Oh,
something to
wow.
positive thinking and self-actualization. Perhaps the
Yeah.
way that L. Ron Hubbard outlined
They
it.
They make it sound like it's something really positive, but then like I think like the greed kind of.
Well, let me just say this: if you don't join a cult in your early 20s, you did not live. Okay,
how long were you?
I
in
don't
it?
know, like 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
That's a long time.
2 weeks, and then I
That's a
saw a
long
documentary saying that it was bad, and then I was like, "Oh, okay, never mind. Maybe this isn't for
Didn't
me."
have Leah Romini. Hey, remember
Did
Leah
you
Romini?
watch? Did you watch Going Clear?
No, I think I saw her on Joe Rogan, and I was like, "Oh, all right," and that was it.
all the missing.
Yeah, I
people.
go through phases. It's like very short lived. Like I had a phase where I was like really into like stoicism. This was like 2 months ago, and I just gave
Reading
up
some
on it.
Marcus Aurelius.
Yeah,
Really? Why do you give up so easy?
I don't know. Okay, well, it's funny that you ask because I think I might be autistic. Like,
okay, like everybody is on the internet. I think like literally every YouTuber I've ever met is autistic.
Yeah, I'll tell you right now, Jenna, I don't think I'm autistic at all.
No.
Okay. You know, like that. Oh God, that fucking Microsoft meme where they're on stage and they're dancing like absolute fucking
developers.
Yes. I can't remember who posted that. No, it was Oki. Oki posted that probably like a couple of weeks ago, and I just like said, "Hey, if you ever want to know what a YouTuber party is like, this is exactly
basically,
what it is." Like
a bunch of geeky, sneaky males.
Yeah.
If you go to a Twitch party, you're like risking like a lot if it's a Twitch party. But if you go to a YouTube party, it's just autism.
Yeah, straight up. It's like a one of them after school programs, you know, where they send like the slow kids.
I don't remember if we ever talked about that gal at the Twitch party who jumped into the foam and broke her back. That's one of the...
She broke her back. Who wants her back brokey?
Yeah. That is one of the craziest stories I've seen in some time.
You know what's crazy? Like,
she was so excited.
You would think she would be used to getting her back blown out, but...
Right?
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
I mean, like... But you know, I guess they specifically had said like don't jump in or something like that. I mean,
poor girl.
Yeah, it's
poor
a foam
girl,
pit
man.
like on fucking concrete. It is. That did look like it.
I bet you that. You know, that busted ass, and it's on camera.
Yeah.
I'm sure meme guys will post it 1,000 times over. Memes.
No, I wonder who posted that.
Man, who would ever post that with a caption saying, "Why are women always like this?"
Were you actually able to go to the convention, or were you already stricken with the plague by then?
Who, me? Oh,
yeah.
I didn't even plan on going after like everybody told. Like the only reason I even bought a ticket was just so I could network. But when I found out nobody was going, I was like, "What's the point?"
We went for like an hour, and it was really, really, really lame. But you couldn't because poor Dan, like he thinks he's patient zero.
Wait, were people saying I'm patient zero? Did somebody say that?
No. Like because like the good old coof went around. It did have a spike in California back in June, like around that time. We did have a spike, and then I think I ended up getting it, but it's like I think it was like the day after I got a text from Vince. And Vince was like, "Dude, I just like tested positive, and so did Dan, and like Billy's got it
I
too."
I definitely got everyone in our house sick for sure. Because I was like the first one, and then the next day, like everybody else was sick.
It was like your house was many kudos. Like we have a lot of friends of the show that were staying in the house. You had Billy the Fridge, you had many kudos, you had Technical, somebody we still haven't had on, we still need to have on. You and Ghost Gum.
I'm pretty sure every single one of us, except for Technicals, got sick.
Oh, that's right. Brendan didn't.
Yeah. Oh, that's weird.
Totally forgot.
Maybe he was asymptomatic.
Maybe something like that.
It was like I think it was like you and Billy like really came down at the same time, and Vince was hanging out at the house a lot, and so he got it there too. And then I started feeling shitty. It was Monday afternoon. I started feeling shitty, and then I tested, and then I was like, it was negative. And then I woke up Tuesday morning, and I felt like I was gonna die. So, and then I tested again, and then it was like, okay, there it is.
Yeah,
there it is. Let's go.
That was my first time too. Was that your first time?
That was my third
smokes.
time, and I'm like I'm boosted and everything.
Boosted and everything.
Like
wow.
I got it like when I got like my booster. I remember it was like the week before Thanksgiving. It was 2021, week before Thanksgiving. And I got it, and then 2 weeks later, I had it again.
Damn. Yeah, see, I didn't get the boost. I didn't even want to get the second shot because I was like, let me just do the minimum so I won't die. Like, that's all I care about. Like, I don't care if I'm like...
So you can travel.
No, I don't care about traveling.
Here's the problem, man. You're going to die. We're all going to die.
Yeah.
I'm not getting any more. I'm not getting any more because after getting that booster and then getting it like right afterwards, I was like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, after you get that 12th booster, it's not worth it anymore. Well, it's kind of like, I kind of look at it like the flu shot, because the flu shot is like, it's only like 20% effective or some shit like that. Like a lot of people don't know this, but it'll just keep you from getting like really, really sick.
Maybe from dying.
Yeah.
Like, because you could, if it gets, and it's good for people that are like immunocompromised and if they're like elderly.
Yeah.
If they're elderly or immunocompromised, that's good for them to have. But like regular, you're probably going to be fine. And flu's going around. Actually, flu is really hitting hard this year. Like a lot of people are getting it really bad. I haven't gotten it. I don't know why. And I haven't even got my flu shot this year yet. And now it's like January and it's like flu shot season is almost over. I think flu shot season goes to like September to March. So it's like whatever. I don't even
So
think
you're telling me that if in like June, if I wanted the flu shot, if I just wanted one, I couldn't get it?
It's not going to be available.
Yeah. Wait, there's like a shortage or what?
Well, no, it's just flu shot season when they really start offering it. It starts in September and then it usually ends like around March. Like if you get admitted to the hospital for any reason whatsoever, it could be something like you break your leg or you have to have like something like your stomach's bleeding and you need like surgery. If you're at the hospital, they're going to ask you like three things now. They're going to ask you if you've had your COVID and if you're up to date, if you want a pneumonia shot, if you've had that in the last 5 years, and if you've had your flu shot and do you want it? Because if you come through the hospital, they're supposed to ask you that because they're supposed to poke as many people as possible.
Do they get a kickback if they poke more people? Is that a thing?
I don't think so. I think they want
my tinfoil hat is activated. I'm putting it on.
It's supposed to be more of like a health department.
It's like subsidized
like
too, I think. So
yeah, like they really need to put that in the reports to risk any infection control even before like COVID hit. They're supposed to put down, at least in California, that they asked you if you wanted it. And it's documented whether you declined it or you accepted it. So, yeah, whatever. Little tidbit.
So when it's documented, does it have my name and everything on there? Does it say Charles Kahn denied that he wanted this shit?
For that particular hospital's records, yes.
Interesting.
Because that particular hospital, when JACO walks in and does their annual inspection, they want to see that patients were offered.
Do you work in healthcare or how do you know all this stuff? Are you an insider?
I'm a nurse.
Oh, you're a nurse. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Can I send you a picture of a mole? I have this mole, man. I don't know what the hell it is.
Yeah, go for it. Let's fucking go.
I've been having some weird kidney issues.
Yeah.
I think I got kidney stones again.
Oh, my God.
It's been hurting real bad.
Dude.
Do you really?
What, do you think I'm just saying stuff just for fun?
I don't know. What are you drinking? Walk me through what you drink in a day. I'll tell you.
Too much soda.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
yeah, you got a stone, bro.
Yeah,
you got
I started drinking. I've switched over to Gatorade because I was feeling a little dehydrated.
That might be worse.
Drink
that might be even
juice
worse,
and water. Yeah, you need to drink cranberry juice and water.
Cranberry juice and water.
And you need to take some Motrin to help the inflammation. And you just have to wait.
Oh,
and if it doesn't subside in like a week, you may have to have it broken up. You need to go to the doctor and have it broken up.
I don't want to talk about that anymore, Jana.
You're gonna have to pass it. You have to pass it.
Why can't I just
Charles.
keep it?
How many times have you had him then?
I had the kidney stone the one time, and I violently threw up for hours. And it was at about hour 2 that I said, I think I need to go to the hospital immediately.
Yeah. That happened to my dad. I had to take him to the emergency room, and he's literally giving me his will while I'm dry. He thought he was dying.
Yeah, that's what it felt like.
I'm like, Dad,
passing a kidney stone is one of the most upsetting and uncomfortable things I think I would fully not recommend it.
Yeah, I had
would give
a
it
small
1 star
one.
on Yelp.
What?
I had a small one once, and I thought I had an STD, so I go to the not the bath, but I went to the doctor to get it checked. I'm like, Doc, I don't know, man. I slept with this girl and she was dirty.
Why did it burn?
Been getting a lot of strange tail out there, Dantavius.
Yeah, it burned, and it was I don't know. And they said there was blood in it. So, and then they did an ultrasound.
Lucille Ball.
Yeah, bro. It was.
Jesus Christ.
Hey, this is uncensored, right? We're not gonna get demonetized.
Yeah, you go for
well,
it.
no, because they passed that new
Yeah, but see, the thing is that we're not really making money.
It doesn't matter.
We don't really make money at all.
Unless
very much whatsoever. We are gonna start a Patreon though, people. So just
go to coffeebrandcoffee.com
but anyway,
and use code BASTARD.
Yeah, I know. Stop. That's just for Charles. It's not us. Stop it. No, like, what do you call it? I forgot.
Kidney stones.
God damn it, I lost my train of kidney stones. Like, no, like you could say whatever you want because I know YouTube did put that thing, but I think it's like if you say something in the first
Yeah, I mean, I haven't really gotten affected by that, and I cursed like a lot in my earlier videos, so I don't know. I don't know what everyone's talking about. I'm
curious, like what are their content restrictions? Like if I wanted to show proper technique of how to like, tie a woman up, like hog tie a woman, could I hog tie a woman in a video? Is that going to be against the rules?
I mean, no. It's educational, right?
What about bull whipping a woman? Can you bull whip a woman?
As
that might be
there's things
too much.
There's things that are of sexual nature on YouTube that's totally monetized.
Auntie Angel. You guys know Auntie Angel?
And they put it and they put it as educational and they get away with it. But if you say fuck in the first 3 minutes, like you're fucked.
I mean, Twitch is like, it's pretty much like softcore porn, right? It's a lot of gals like bending over, like showing way too much cleavage, putting their butt in the camera. It's a lot of like slurping and licking on microphones. Like what the hell? That is the grossest shit in the world.
Dan was going to tell us something disgusting.
Oh wait, what was disgusting?
Before we started talking about YouTube, you're like,
oh, Auntie Angel.
I don't know. Can I even talk about
Auntie Angel,
this?
right?
Yeah.
Oh, you know that sound?
No, it burned when you peed.
Oh yeah, no, it just burned. Yeah, that's it. And then I got an ultrasound, and they said I had a kidney stone.
And I figured you would have been pregnant with the ultrasound.
Yeah, I peed it. It was not big. It was small. That's why, I didn't realize. Because if it was big, then I would have probably gone to the emergency room too. Because I'm kind of a.
Does it hurt? Does it hurt when it comes out?
I mean, I don't know at what point it came out, but it was hurting for a few days. That's why I thought I had an STD. But yeah,
I really think you had an STD.
Yeah, but that's the only thing.
That's amazing.
What if you had an STD and a kidney stone at the same time?
Well, thankfully that didn't happen. And I'm not even listen, I don't want to make it sound like I have a lot of coitus or anything because I don't.
Oh, this guy gets coitus.
No, that's why I thought I had an STD because I had coitus for one of the rare occasions that I actually had it. And then this happened around the same time. So I was like, oh, shit, man. It has to be,
Coitus interruptus.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's bad timing, and it's I think my brain probably would have went to that too.
What is the worst
hold
STD,
on a second.
Jenna?
Hold up. Probably syphilis, because syphilis will kill you.
Syphilis to what killed Al Capone, and what killed Al Capone?
Yeah, that makes you crazy. The whole Simpsons spruce moose meme.
Oh yeah,
because Howard Hughes
pulls that pistol
Howard
on him.
Hughes
I said, get in.
Yeah, because it was the Howard Hughes, because Howard Hughes went crazy before he died.
Oh, is that what it was? I thought he just had OCD.
Yeah, I thought he was just keeping piss in jars.
It kind of eats your brain up a little bit.
Yeah, I knew that about Al Capone.
So it kind of makes you look crazy.
We all saw The Aviator where he's got the piss in jars.
Al Capone fucked a lot, so.
Let me tell you, I gave her the old 52 skidoo. You know what I mean, Dantavius?
They don't call me Scarface for no reason.
Listen here.
Exactly.
You think Al Capone doesn't get some ass? Why, you?
Dude, they should make...
It's bad. Gonorrhea.
Yeah, but you can just treat all that, right? Herpes, you can't treat.
Herpes is you can try to keep it suppressed, but there's no guarantee. You could keep it. You could try to keep it under control and somewhat suppressed with medication. Gonorrhea makes you
use a mallet to mash it out of you.
Well, it's green. It's green discharge.
I'm turning to Lucille Ball again.
Oh, damn, dude.
So it's there you have the green discharge, and then you also syphilis is just it fucks with your brain, and if it's actually detected too late, it'll still kill you.
So it just kills
HIV
you,
and AIDS. HIV and AIDS is so 80s, it doesn't even kill people anymore. It doesn't kill people anymore.
Yeah. There's a Chris Rock joke that he used to tell 10 years ago.
They black people and inmates.
Exactly. No, it wasn't that one. It was the other one. The other joke.
Oh, yes. That Will Smith's wife looks like G.I. Jane.
No, he had this joke about
he's his kids in the.
He's in 10 years. I can't do the Chris Rock. Maybe
in 10 years
they're gonna have a pill. It's gotta take my AIDS pill.
Gotta take my AIDS pill. Hold up.
Look at Magic Johnson.
I have a conspiracy about this. I don't think he ever had AIDS or HIV.
Oh, I think he had AIDS. I heard that guy got some ass. I'm shocked.
But so did Wilt Chamberlain. He did it, and he fucked probably 10 times as much, and he didn't get anything.
Same with Ric Flair. Ric Flair never got AIDS.
Yeah.
And Ric Flair is supposed to have banged 20,000 women.
There are different strains of like
there
AIDS,
is?
though, in a little bit of a way. Like there's ones that like there's like a rapid one. Can't remember what it's called.
Like
there's a rapid
AIDS
one, and I
AIDS
think that's
Junior.
the kind that Wilt Chamberlain had. But like the thing about Magic Johnson is he has money, but he's had it for like what?
That's what I'm saying. I don't think he ever had it. I think they just.
And he had kids.
Well, he has a wife.
Like after he was diagnosed, he's had a wife. She never got it. He's had kids. They weren't born with it. Like it's just.
So if you
and
have
he's fat.
So am I hearing that right, Jenna? Someone can be born with AIDS.
Yeah, they can. Like if your mom or dad is infected and
born with AIDS. Man, that would suck.
You're born with AIDS. Absolutely.
You ask a guy like, so where'd you get that AIDS, pal? Like, I was born.
No, here's my theory. They told him to act like he had it, so to like remove the stigma of HIV back in the day.
I like the conspiracy theory of this.
Do you think that they made it worth his while?
I think so, 100%. Okay. Like, why else would he do it? You know,
you don't hear a lot about people with leprosy anymore.
Yeah,
I know, but you hear about people have Legionnaires' disease.
What the hell is that?
You know what that is?
It's
scurvy.
Legionnaires' disease is scurvy. Scurvy. What does scurvy do to you?
It was years ago, like when I worked. There's a certain part, you know, where there's a lot of homeless.
Oh no!
And they come into the hospital, and there was a homeless man who came in, and he just had a fungal disease,
God.
and we found out it was fucking scurvy. I was like, oh okay,
Tom,
that's fine.
Did you prescribe him limes?
No, it's lemons. He's got to have lemons.
He was on a lot of antifungals for a while. Like he was in the hospital for like a couple weeks.
I mean,
so what
fun.
Causes scurvy? Like not having citrus?
Fungus.
So there's fungus among us.
Yeah, it's a fungus among us. It's
I always thought it was like pirates. You always hear about the pirates. They get the scurvy.
You know why they got scurvy?
Because they weren't eating lemons.
It was no. It was fungal because you know they're out on the ocean, and even though it's salt water, everything's soggy, everything's wet.
It's like mold.
Funguses pop up. It's like athlete's foot.
Oh shit!
You know how you have like athlete's foot because like you're wearing.
Oh, it's like Gilmore's groin.
Like that. Yeah,
that's the worst. I have that. I have Gilmore's groin. Yeah, it's fucked. It's like the worst disease. Every time I sneeze, it's like someone kicks me in the balls. It's terrible. Yeah, it's fucking awful.
I'm so sorry.
There's nothing they can do for that, huh?
I tell you,
you know what I saw though? You know what would be worse? You know what would probably be better if not worse? You know, like those what's that Barclay TV? You see, it's like the British TLC shit. You ever see that
Barclay
on YouTube?
TV?
Okay,
I don't know what this is, but it sounds funny.
It's like the British version of TLC. So it's like it's a freak show. It's a freak show. So there's like these people. There's a guy and a girl with it. Where they'll have like 118 orgasms like a day or some shit. Well, they'll just be doing normal things and they're just like coming like all the time. They're standing in line in the bank and they're just like coming and there's
so they're going full Peter North like all the time.
So she just has the best life.
So okay, she was saying it was awful. Then they get to the guy. Like the guy is obviously it's going to be a lot more obvious for a lot of reasons. So like. You feel bad for him, but I feel like a terrible person because I was laughing because of the way he was describing it. This is so bad.
If we get the two of them together.
He goes, what makes you never want to have an orgasm ever again is when you're standing at your father's coffin saying goodbye and you have the longest, craziest orgasm you've ever had.
See, I feel like you could have kept it in your pants there, pal.
I'm sorry. It was sad, sad if true, but Jesus fucking Christ.
Like, I could not stop laughing because the
image of some guy coming for no reason standing in front of a coffin.
I picture him looking like Movie Bob, too. That's the look that he has. A British Movie Bob. You know, the saddest thing in the world is coming in. Standing there at your father's funeral.
They also had the guy. They also had the guy who has like the world's largest penis, like to the point where it's like he can't do normal activities, and it does look like he has kind of like this like third leg.
I don't remember being on that show.
Is he the one that George Takei was fondling on the Howard Stern show? Because that guy had the world's biggest penis.
I have no idea, Charles. I've never seen Howard.
Wait, is that the guy that like every time he gets a boner he passes out?
I think that might be him. He kind of just looks like a regular,
he like wears glasses, he's kind of chubby.
Thing.
That might be. That sounds like the guy.
That guy. That's
he's smuggling a fucking tree trunk, dog, like a redwood.
The best part of that Howard Stern thing was George Takei saw the biggest penis in the world, and they caught it on the microphone. George Takei whispering into the mic, "Actually, I'd like to touch."
Oh my god!
That's the best piece of tape.
But if I do that to a woman, it's harassment.
And George totally fondled that guy. Went over, grabbed it, and he was tugging on it a little bit. Like the guy got very uncomfortable. Oh yeah.
How did the guy take it?
He did not react well. He was not happy about it.
So he assaulted him on camera, and everybody just thought it was funny.
Well, what it was is that guy hosted some jabroni public access show, and the guys that work for Howard Stern do prank phone calls and shit, and they saw that on and just relentlessly pranked that guy. And then they found out that he had the world's biggest penis. That was somehow like part of his thing.
What the fuck?
That was a weird story.
Wait, so he went on for an unrelated reason?
Oh, I think he knew that they were pranking him.
So
no, but like they didn't know, and then he went on. They've been pranking him for so long, and then he went on, and then all of a sudden it's like, by the way,
I think they knew when they got him on, when they got him in the studio. Let me see the world's biggest penis, Robin. Have you ever seen the world's biggest penis? No, I've never seen that, Howard. It's over a foot long. It's like a baby's arm holding an apple, Robin.
I don't even think it's a baby's arm. I think it was like bigger.
Yeah, dude. It's like a fucking... It's like a Shaq's finger, dude.
You think Shaq's got a big penis?
No, dude. I heard he has like a regular size, like average schlong.
Really? You ever see his feet?
Shaq's like feet what happened?
Looking.
Did a girl that like he used to bang,
have you guys ever heard of this book, Confessions of a Video Vixen? So it's about this.
Oh, wait. Who wrote it?
This girl, her nickname was Superhead, and she basically sucked everyone off. Yeah. She sucked off every single person in the entertainment industry.
Right, with a name like Superhead, what do you think she's going to do?
Yeah, well, that was an unrelated nickname, actually. No, I'm just kidding. She was very smart. She had a high IQ.
She was called Superhead because she really poured a really bad pour of a draft beer. It was all head.
No, but so this chick, she like slept with like Bill Maher. I'm pretty sure she slept with...
I bet Bill Maher got Superhead.
Like Bobby, what's his name, dude? The guy who was married to Whitney Houston.
Bobby Brown,
yeah. She stopped Bobby Brown, bro. Anyways, she said in the book...
His prerogative, Jenna.
That Shaq's schlong was like normal sized, and it looked super small, just like... compared to
the rest of his body, but it was normal size. Okay.
So shout out to Shaq.
That makes sense. Yeah. That makes sense. You know, like that's like at least it's tolerable, because let me tell you something.
Oh gosh.
Like despite the myth, women don't want something that's not tolerable.
Nah, they want something that's like spirally and curved.
No.
You want one that spirals, does like a loop-de-loop.
What? Okay, explain how the spiraling would work. I'm confused.
I think it sounds exactly what I'm picturing in my head. A spiral.
It's like a kielbasa, like you know how it comes and it's like folded in half.
No, I'm picturing like you ever see those old slides at jungle gyms?
Yeah,
it's like how it wraps around. That's what I'm picturing.
I think that's a medical abnormality. If it's doing like a curvature slide thing, like if it's a curvature, fine. But a curvature slide, that sounds like something that needs medical intervention.
Bird that's cocked at a 60-degree angle.
Bird that's cocked.
That's right. I'm a cunning linguist, Jenna. That's how I get the big bucks.
God damn. Wait, so Jen, are you gonna move to Canada?
I don't know. Not sure. Like, because he doesn't want to be there anymore. So.
Are you abandoning America?
Not really. It's weird. You know, I think the most culture shock I've ever had is actually not there.
Mm-hmm.
But if you go across the border 45 minutes from there, when you go to Buffalo, New York, I think that's where I've had the most culture shock.
It's like the worst city in America. Well, one of them.
It is so fucking awful.
Like all those cities that are like in the Midwest, like the North Midwest, you know, like any city in Ohio or like Buffalo or Detroit or, you know,
depressing.
Gray, very communist style, you know?
Yeah.
Very depressing. Like the only billboards that I saw were for beer, Buffalo Bills, auto body shops, mechanics, and opioid
Bro, like
addiction.
I was born in the Soviet Union, okay? And like the cities over there are less depressing than Buffalo.
Jeez, it's sad. It's a culture shock. It's so... I will tell you, people do fucking hype the Bills, though.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I don't think I've ever seen
because it's all they have. Like what else do they have in that terrible fucking shithole stain of a city? Like, that's it. Like, they need one thing to keep their minds off the fact that they live in a fucking garbage patch. You know?
Because I went, like, during Halloween time, and they had, like, those, you know, those walkthrough, like, haunted house mazes. And, you know, me being from California, and I can go... We have all kinds of cool shit like that every Halloween, you know, like we have Universal, you know, like my standards are pretty high and stuff like that. We went to the one that was in Buffalo and it was actually really, really good. Like I was shocked. I thought it was going to be really just hokey and everything, but it really wasn't. It actually was pretty, it fucked with me a little bit. Like
saying it was lit.
It was pretty lit.
Buffalo's a pretty big city,
other
man.
Than that,
yeah,
it's huge. I was shocked, like how big it was. So we went. There's one really cool bar like downtown. It's like this it looks like a Japanese back alley, like in the inside.
Pretty cool.
And then upstairs, it's got like a bunch of like arcade games and stuff. It's a packed bar, but it was pretty cool. Like I mean, and then just you have to kind of go 20 minutes like outside of town if you want to go to like the good places that when you drive out. Like actually out of the actual city of Buffalo, it's okay. It's a totally
so
different
the downtown's
vibe.
Not cool.
But yeah, the downtown is. I've never been so just. I don't want to say uncomfortable, but maybe not. I didn't feel that secure bar hopping out there. And I've been bar hopping in a lot of weird places in LA and Hollywood, everywhere. Buffalo just. It hit different, so different. I just was not
the only time I've ever been there was like because we were going to Niagara Falls. We were like driving from the city, you know.
Okay, before you say anything, did you go on both sides at the same time? The Canada side of Niagara Falls and the
No,
I
think I was just on the New York side. I might have briefly stepped over just to say that I've been to Canada, but that's it.
When you go to the Canada side of the falls. It's like going from the bad side of the tracks immediately into the good side of the tracks because the Canada side of the falls is pristine clean. Even though they have a lot of that like Ripley's Believe It or Not shit, it's clean, it's bright, it's insanely different. And then you go back over to the New York side and it's a complete shithole. It's astounding.
That tracks. That feels about right.
But anyway, go on. Sorry.
I honestly, man, I next year I'm going to Toronto. Fuck it. I've never been. I want to check it out.
It's
okay. It's like the city.
It's okay. It's okay.
It's better than having kidney stones, though, right?
Oh shit.
Yes.
Wait, what don't you like about it?
I don't know. Like I think it's just because everything to me. It's not that I don't like it. It's just it's different. Like Canada is so different, and I'm not saying I don't like it. It's just so different, you know.
It's the way they talk and say sorry.
No, I'm used to the way that they talk now, you know. And it's funny because like you go to any Canadian, literally sorry, and like okay.
Have you heard how they say the name Regina in Canada? They call it Regina. I'm not making a joke. They really do.
No, they don't. Stop it.
I'm not making a joke. It's Regina.
That's
Canada's kind of based.
I don't
because it sounds like vagina.
Like, it's funny because it's just, you know, it's not. I like maybe just because I grew up in Southern California, I have like that rapid fire autism of always just needing something to do, always having somewhere to go. You know what I mean? So it's like if I'm going to a city that doesn't have as much to do, I feel
You're
like
saying Toronto doesn't have as much to do as LA?
As the vast part of Southern California
what?
that
what are you always wanting to do?
Places that I go, absolutely not, because I have everything here. You know, you have everything that you want to do here. It's like you have every cool restaurant, you have cool bars, you have Disneyland, you have the mountains, you have the beaches, you have the desert. Like you could go anywhere at any given time, you know. But it's like, if you're in a specific spot that doesn't have that, then I start getting a little stir crazy. Like I have to know kind of like what I'm doing. And I think I might have to break out of that. Like I'm going to Dallas. I've never been to Dallas. I'm going to Dallas in a couple of days. And I've been sitting there just like researching where to go, what to eat, even like a little spot to get a brownie. Where am I going to get boba? Is there even any decent boba out there? Like I'm sitting there obsessing over boba. Where I could go. Like it's like, where can I actually go?
I don't know, man. California to me, it's like way too, because I live in Arizona and it's kind of similar, just the way it's so spread out, and I fucking hate it. Because I just got back from New York and I grew up there, obviously, and it's just like, God, it's so nice. It's so nice just to like, I'm just a mile away from the best food of like any genre I want, right? Like if I want Indian food, I can get the best Indian food in America within a mile radius, you know, of wherever I am. Like I guarantee, like even if it's like not the best place in New York, it's better than like any other place in any other part of America, you know?
So you're saying that West Virginia doesn't have good Indian food? Is that what
no, bro? I mean, I'm sure they do. You know, they're known for you know, the West Virginia Indians.
Yeah.
But New York's just, you know, like 1% better.
New York is...
Sorry, my dog is barking.
It's... No, you baby. I'm not the baby talking. It's like, you know, I don't know. I think that's just how I've been conditioned. And I'm not saying that I can't live anywhere else. It's just...
You want something to do at all times.
I have to have options at all times.
Some people are like old cats that just sit and do nothing and can be happy.
That's me.
And then other people need constant stimulation at all times.
I feel I don't always need stimulation. I'm one of those people like no, I don't. I can actually
you need activities.
I can actually,
if you need to know,
I can turn off my brain
go to the desert at any
and
time.
Stay home. Well, yeah, I can go to the desert.
What would you do in the desert?
Drive out,
just the thought that you could go to the desert. But what would you do when you got there?
That you could, and then that I could go to the mountains
or
desert? You know, I'm really close to the beach. I could just go to the beach. Like I think that's a big. I think like
got scorpions
as far
in
as
the
like
desert.
a shore.
I never want to go to the desert.
A shore is a big deal to me. Like being on a coast, that's a huge deal to me. Like not having that makes me feel weird. Being landlocked makes me feel weird. I don't know what it is. Yeah. I don't know what it is. It makes me nervous.
Have you ever been to dang, that's weird because I like being landlocked. I feel safer.
I feel like I don't know what it is. I feel like it's like, oh my God, you're just driving around and there's no end. There's no end in sight. It's like, where's the beach? Where does the highway end? You know, like where does the freeway end?
Where we're
it just
going,
keeps
we
going.
Don't need highways.
Exactly.
That's crazy, man. I like because like have you been to Denver? Like Denver's
Denver's
weird.
Like
one of my favorite cities, actually.
It's nice, but it's weird.
It is weird. It's kind of like I don't know. It's got a similar vibe to like Portland, I've heard, but it's just a landlocked version of Portland.
So it's a lot of weird artsy types.
Yeah.
I haven't been to Portland in like
I've never been. I've never been to like that side.
Oregon's really pretty. I think I probably could live in Oregon, but then again, it's kind of like I don't know what there is to do out there.
I mean, you could probably go to the mountains. You could go to the desert.
There's a desert. There's no desert
out in Oregon. No.
Oh, you can get there. It's just a mere 5-hour drive.
That is true.
No, it's going to be a lot more than 5 hours. It's going to be a lot more than 5 hours.
Right,
I think I probably could. I think I could live in Nevada.
I was about to say Nevada's like the worst fucking, like I would never.
I think I could live out there because I think that's a place that I'm super.
I feel like the heat and me would just not do well.
Yeah, the 120 when it hits like 120. Live on the moon.
That's where I want to go to. Fuck everybody, peace. I'm out.
Ask Elon.
Go live on the moon, bitches.
It's cold up there.
I'll be the moon man.
The fuck.
I'll tell you. I'll sing the Mac Tonight song every night. It's the moon national anthem.
Oh Jesus. Dude. I like that song.
That's a fun song.
I stayed in when I went to VidCon, actually, like I went to Vegas with some buddies, and then I stayed there for like another 2 days because I didn't want to drive back to Phoenix and then drive all the way back to LA. So I stayed in Vegas, like not like in Vegas on the strip. I stayed like in the residential part. And it's like, god damn, dude, it was
like Paradise, Henderson,
something like I think it was Paradise. Henderson. God damn, dude, it was like the worst.
Yeah.
Like most disgusting place ever. Like there's just nothing to see, man. There's nothing to see, you know? Like
there's good restaurants.
There is a lot of good restaurants.
I think that's why I could live adjacent to it because I know there's like 100
That is true, but it's just like, man, it's so ugly. Like the landscape is so disgusting, you know?
It is.
It's just
really,
like,
really is.
It's nothing, ugly. Man. It's just flat. Like even here, man, in Arizona, it's like got its own beauty in a way, you know?
It does.
But god damn, man, Vegas is so they nuked it, you know? It looks like it's been nuked.
Well, it's because it has.
What's a bad part? A bad part of Arizona is fucking
Oh my god, City. Yeah. That's a drive-through town.
That's a hellhole.
No, you know,
I have a friend that has a vacation.
What the fuck?
Because it's like so dirt cheap. Yeah, they live like on the
Why
river.
Why would you vacation there?
I don't know. It's
that's
hell.
Wild,
it's
bro.
Like, if you want to experience the weirdest shit ever.
No, I've been there. I've driven through.
No. Have you been to the Walmart?
No, and I never will.
We went to do a booze run. Okay,
in Bullhead. So you stayed there?
Yes, my friend has a house there. She has a house there, so we stayed for the weekend, and it was miserable. But like, we went for a booze run. There was this guy that was carrying around a lizard in the store, and he was wearing a knife. He was wearing like a hunting knife as a necklace, and I was like, "What the
coolest
fuck
dude
is
in the world?"
Good grief!
I was like, "What in the actual fuck is this?" Like,
how do you not talk to the lizard man?
Oh, actually, it's kind of cool. They have a river. You were right.
Yeah, it's the Colorado River.
I was imagining like a creek
of Laughlin. No. Like it's like it's right kind of like this really like down part of like the river, and then it's right there by Laughlin. Like if you cross the other side of the river, like Laughlin is a hellhole. Don't go to Laughlin. Just go to Vegas. Just don't even mess with Laughlin. Havasu is also a hellhole.
Oh, Havasu is like Trump City. Like
it's disgusting. Why would you want to go and sit in fucking like inflatable donuts in dirty hot water with a ton of algae? That's
the people there are freaking like if they find out like you voted Democrat, they will literally shoot you on sight. Like it's that type of town. Because it's like all these rednecks that just have their like vacation homes out there.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, it's true.
That place is nuts. Like I'm pretty sure you can get an STD from like going in the water.
It's like airborne.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the hotter it is, the more the algae creeps up. And it's like, why would you want to swim
Johnson,
in
he
water?
walked through the wrong town. He's got an STD. It's just floating in the air.
Disgusting. Arizona is
took
just
way
like,
too deep a breath.
I can't. Phoenix is okay, but I can't like.
No, Phoenix sucks ass.
I can't. It's better than like Havasu.
The only cities in Arizona that are worth anything are like Scottsdale and Tempe, and that's it. That's like where ASU is, and then Scottsdale's like where all like the rich people have their winter homes.
Scottsdale.
Yeah, Scottsdale. Yeah, Jake. What's his name? Jake.
The snowbirds.
Jake Paul lives out here. You know.
Does he really?
You know who I saw? I saw Sniper Wolf because she lives in the same area that I live in, and like.
No way.
I saw her at the gym because I think we used to go to the same gym. I don't go there anymore because it's fucking expensive. But yeah, like I'm pretty sure like I know like the neighborhood she lives in, because that's just like where all the like $20 million plus homes are. Well, no, that's like where the super rich people live. Like the whole city.
Yeah, and
like
she's super fucking rich.
No, like it's their whole, like obviously I don't know like exactly where she lives, but just like based off of the houses. So there's like this one area it's completely just sealed off by mountains. It's crazy. So the only way to like get there, besides going through this like long ass road that's completely sealed off, is to like hike down from the mountains. It's crazy.
What about a helicopter? Could she take a helicopter in?
Yeah, she probably does. She probably has a helipad landing strip.
What is the thing? What is that thing that sausage whatever her husband guy like cheated on her or something? Was that?
I don't even think. Okay, another conspiracy. I don't think they were really together. I just think she wanted to give like losers hope.
They're married. No, like they tried to just say that they were together, but it was actually uncovered years ago that they were married and had been married for a long time. And she just was saying, "That's my boyfriend."
Well, didn't she like leak, or not her obviously, but like stuff was leaked of her like texting other dudes, like trying to get with other dudes?
Fast forwarding a little bit, we probably went off a good 20 minutes because I had to tell Dan a story that some people know, but most of you don't need to know because I'm not opening up a can of worms. I'm not opening up any online drama. I'm done with none of that. None of that. But he just needed to know. It's pretty juicy.
That was I feel bad for anybody who's not gonna hear it.
Oh, and another side note, Charles fell asleep.
Yeah, dude. Like I thought this was a bit. And if it is, I really admire the dedication.
It's not. It's not. He is out. He has never, ever done this before. Homeboy is out right now. He is.
How could he fall asleep? He probably heard that story like a million times. That's why.
He's heard it. He has experienced some of it firsthand, like in a group chat. And he's heard the story a million times over the last 2 years. Like, because he's heard me tell it to other people that like, some people knew, like you, like some people knew like bits and pieces about it, but they didn't like the full story. And I'm probably going to tell it again next week, maybe even off, because there's somebody else who made a video about the person that we were talking about. And I know that he knows bits and pieces about the story, but he doesn't even know the full story. So he's going to know the full story. So Charles is going to have to hear it again.
We're having Turkish Thomas
next week.
Okay.
Yes, Turkish Thomas is coming on next week. So Charles is asleep, guys. Good night.